Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe, and this is a test for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Today, I would like to finally answer the question, what is faster to construct? Upgrading from wood to concrete to electric, upgrading from wood to electric, upgrading from concrete to electric, or building electric right away? What is faster? Let's find out. Here is our setup. I will have this electric rail running out for about 1,000 meters. Doesn't have to be exactly 1,000, but 1,000 meters, and that is our baseline. That is electric. Next to it, I will build, we're paused right now, just in case you're wondering. Next to it, I will build a concrete rail. This concrete rail will be upgraded to electric once it completed the concrete part. So the goal is always to get to electrified rail first. Next, I will build two wood tracks. One wood track I will upgrade after it's done to concrete, and then after that one is done to electric, and one I will upgrade directly to electric once we are done with the first phase. Now, to keep track, let's call these something. This is... So here are our contestants, electric on the right, concrete electric, wood concrete electric, and wood to electric. They will not stay like this. I will put in small nodes that should split up the construction, which is mostly a problem for electrified rail, but often that is just how rail is constructed. And once we have those nodes in, they will still stay throughout all construction periods. So I will place these relatively randomly. But randomly, they will still stay in the same place for the different construction offices. And one very short one here. So now this added more nodes that should normally, when you're on a real map, make it more complicated to build whatever you want to build. But that's what we are. All construction offices have the same mechanism, the same number of workers available, and the same materials being bought, so I think we are ready, set. Normally, for a test like this, I would always recommend, or when you play, don't buy everything all at once, but these vehicles, these mechanisms, are so big that they have a lot of capacity, and if you don't give them everything, they will just leave half empty, and that's not a fair test. So I refilled all the buildings with whatever they can, and we're going to start again. Okay, looks like almost everyone is going. I'm not sure why the bottom wood is not started yet, but there we go. We are off to the races. I am hoping that a small false start, like we just saw, is not gonna jeopardize the whole construction, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Technically, the electric one and the concrete one will be similar up to the point where they complete the first phase of the construction, and then the concrete one will just continue, and the electric one will go back home. Same for wood on both sides, so I'm assuming the wood ones will complete very similarly, and once the wood ones are at the very end, I will upgrade them to whatever their respective sides are. Time-lapse time. Okay, we are getting close to the end of the first round for 3 of these guys that are not electrifying yet, and they will finish this piece of the construction in just a jiffy. And once they do, and then make it back to the office, I will start upgrading all these rails to what they need to be. As you can see, the electric one is actually relatively close. I did not expect that, but let's see if this continues. Okay, upgrading number 1 to concrete, because this one goes through 2 iterations. Sure I don't hit the wrong rail there. That one's good to go. The concrete one up here is ready to get electrified, so let's upgrade these. I do want to be fair, so if they made it out before another train, they should be able to get out before another train. And this one also just came in, will just be a full electrification. So get this one assigned. Wonderful. And let's see if any of them can catch the electric train that only has 2 segments left but just started the concrete side. Here we go. As you can see, the concrete upgrading to electric rail is speeding through this and may even be done with the next segment before the next train gets out to its current construction zone. So that's nice to see. The other 2 trains, the wood upgrades, are looking relatively even. Like, it didn't make a difference what they started with. But I believe the wood to electric has to upgrade to concrete first before it can go electrify the rail. So it is very similar to the normal electrifying rail construction crane, as in it has to take multiple trips for the same construction site and cannot continue until the first construction site is done. Our concrete to electrified is almost done with the next piece of rail and should just continue on to the next segment again. There it is, moving on up. And the electrified rail is still doing concrete construction, if I see it right. I think we can ignore the wood ones for now. But this guy, yeah, you're still laying concrete banisters, where our concrete to electrified upgrade is almost done at this point. It doesn't have to go anywhere else. We're going to let this continue, but I think we have a very clear picture of what is the fastest way to build your rail. But let's finish this. Yep, and now the train up top still has to go back, and this train will easily make it to the end with the current load, and therefore will be declared our winner right now. So on 1,000 meters, there is a small difference. Concrete to electrified is a little faster. I think the longer your distance is, the bigger that discrepancy is, because the main problem with rail construction is not the material that you use. It's not necessarily the length of the pieces that you're building, because if you really care, you have to make one piece exactly as long as one train load. If you make it any shorter or longer, you're going to have inefficiencies. And the only way to accomplish that is by making everything concrete first. Then everything is just one piece of construction. The train will go until it's empty and will always load full. That's what you want. Anything else is going to be a waste. So go into concrete right away, then go into electrified rail is your fastest way to construct. I think it's pretty obvious. I hope someone learned something. I did. Now I know for sure the way you should construct your rail, and I hope someone else does too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye.